Have you ever felt overwhelmed by feelings of despair and worthlessness? It's a question that hits close to home for many, as the struggles with depression and anxiety are real and often crippling. But amidst these dark clouds, there is a beacon of hope that can provide comfort and guidance, a source of illumination that can help us navigate the stormiest seas of life. This beacon, my friends, is the timeless wisdom found within the pages of the Bible. In this exploration, we'll delve into the profound verses that offer solace, encouragement, and a renewed sense of purpose to those grappling with these challenges. We will unravel the threads of faith in God's promises, demonstrating how they can fortify us, even when we're standing at the edge of despair. Through the lens of Scripture, personal reflections, and practical advice, we'll illuminate the path towards healing, restoration, and a deeper connection with God. Remember, you're not alone. Together we can find hope in the words of the Bible. Depression and anxiety aren't just feelings. They are serious health conditions that affect millions of people worldwide. Now let's take a moment to unravel these terms. Depression at its core is a deep-seated feeling of sadness or loss of interest in activities one once enjoyed. It's like a dark cloud that looms, affecting your thoughts, your feelings, your physical health, and your daily activities. Anxiety, on the other hand, is an intense, excessive, and persistent worry or fear about everyday situations. It's like a storm brewing inside, causing restlessness, fatigue, or difficulty concentrating. Common symptoms of these conditions may include feelings of emptiness, hopelessness, or irritability. Some may experience sleep disturbances, changes in appetite, or lack of energy. Others may have difficulty thinking, remembering, or making decisions. It's important to remember that these symptoms vary from person to person. Each individual's experience is unique, and there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to mental health. Unfortunately, there are many misconceptions about depression and anxiety. Some believe these conditions are a result of personal weakness or a lack of faith. But let's clear this up right now. Depression and anxiety are not signs of personal failure or a weak faith. They are not something you can just snap out of. They're complex conditions that involve a variety of factors, including genetics, brain chemistry, personality, and life events. The good news is, help is available. There are many effective treatments and coping strategies for managing depression and anxiety. There's no shame in seeking help, whether it's from a mental health professional, a trusted friend or family member, or a spiritual advisor. These conditions are not a sign of weakness. They're a sign of being human. And the Bible offers us guidance during these times. It assures us that we are not alone in our struggles, and it provides hope, comfort, and encouragement when we need it most. So whether you're experiencing these feelings yourself or know someone who is, remember, there is always light at the end of the tunnel. Let's turn to Psalm 34 verses 17 and 18. These verses tell us, "The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears them. He delivers them from all their troubles. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Imagine for a moment the profound depth of these words. They speak directly to those wrestling with depression and anxiety, offering a powerful promise. It's a promise that your cries are not lost in the void, they are heard. You are not alone in your struggle. There is a divine presence that is close to you, especially when your heart is breaking. And there is more. It's not just about closeness or empathy. The verse assures us that God actively works to deliver those in distress. It's a promise of salvation, of rescue. Take comfort in knowing that God is near, even in our darkest moments. Next, we find solace in Matthew 11, verses 28 to 30. This scripture reads, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." In this passage, Jesus extends a comforting invitation to those who are feeling weighed down by the trials of life. He promises to provide rest, a refuge, and a sense of relief from the heavy burdens we carry. Whether these burdens take the form of depression, anxiety, or feelings of worthlessness, the message remains the same. There is a source of comfort and solace available to us. This passage serves as a reminder that in the midst of our struggles, we are not alone. We are invited to lean on a power greater than ourselves, to find rest and comfort in His presence. In our weariness, God promises us rest. Many have found solace in these scriptures during their darkest times. Throughout history, people have turned to the wisdom of the Bible to find comfort and hope during periods of depression and anxiety. These verses, filled with promises of God's love and care, have served as a beacon of light in the midst of life's storms. Take, for instance, the story of Mary. She was grappling with feelings of worthlessness and despair, her life seemingly an endless cycle of disappointments. It was during one such low point that she came across the verse from Jeremiah, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." This verse became her lifeline, a reminder that she was not alone and that God had a purpose for her life. Or consider the journey of John, a man crippled by anxiety. He found solace in the words of Philippians, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God." These words became his mantra, a reassurance that he could surrender his worries to a higher power. These are not isolated instances. Countless others have found strength and hope in these scriptures. They have discovered that faith can be an anchor, providing stability in the tumultuous ocean of life's challenges. These stories are a testament to the transformative power of faith. They illustrate how the Bible's timeless wisdom can provide comfort, encouragement, and a sense of purpose, even in the midst of struggle. They show us that no matter how bleak things may seem, there is always a promise of hope, a light that pierces the darkness. These stories remind us that there is always light at the end of the tunnel. They encourage us to hold on, to keep believing, and to trust that God's plan for our lives is one of hope and prosperity. Because, as the Bible so beautifully puts it, weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. Beyond the scriptures, how can we navigate through these challenging times? In the face of depression and anxiety, it's essential to remember that you're not expected to carry the burden alone. While the Bible offers comfort and wisdom, it's also crucial to reach out for tangible, practical help. One of the first steps to take is to seek professional help. Therapists, psychologists, and psychiatrists are trained to help navigate these murky waters. They can provide tools and techniques that aid in managing symptoms, and in some cases, can recommend medications to help restore chemical imbalances. But don't stop there. Reach out to trusted friends or family members. Share your feelings with them. Let them know what you're going through. You'd be surprised at how much a listening ear can help lighten the load. It's important to stay connected with others, even if you feel like withdrawing. Remember, isolation often fuels depression and anxiety, so try to combat it by maintaining your relationships. Moreover, don't forget the importance of self-care. It's not just a trendy buzzword, it's a vital part of maintaining mental health. This can include anything from taking a walk, to spending time in prayer or meditation, to ensuring you're eating right and getting enough sleep. You are valuable, and it's essential to treat yourself as such. And throughout all of this, lean on your faith. Trust that God has a plan for you, even if it's hard to see right now. Know that He doesn't waste your pain and can use it for a greater purpose. The Bible reminds us in Romans 8:28 that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to His purpose. Hold on to that promise. Finally, remember that it's okay to ask for help. You're not alone. There are people who care about you, who want to help you through this, and God Himself is with you every step of the way. As it says in Deuteronomy 31:8, the Lord Himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. Remember, it's okay to ask for help. You're not alone. In conclusion, remember that the Bible provides us with hope and comfort, even during our darkest times. It's a beacon of light, guiding us through the tumultuous sea of life, offering solace and strength, even when the world around us seems to crumble. We delved into numerous passages, each bearing a message of perseverance and faith. We journeyed through personal reflections, stories of resilience and transformation, highlighting that no one is alone in their struggles. We discussed practical advice, underlining the importance of leaning on faith and trusting in God's plan. Remember, Seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It's about acknowledging that we're human, vulnerable, and sometimes we need a hand to hold, a shoulder to lean on. It's okay to reach out, to lean on your faith, to find solace in the wisdom of the Bible. May these words of Scripture bring you comfort, hope, and a renewed sense of purpose. You are not alone. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to our channel for more comforting and inspiring content.